Today I'm going to teach you how to make America's favorite breakfast. Good morning everyone, welcome to Glisten's Culinary Delight. Today I'm going to teach you how to make the best American pancakes or pancakes.
I'm going to get an order of the pancakes.
Pancakes.
Okay, I'll have pancakes.
Alright, so we are gonna make the best amazing pancakes. They're gonna be super fluffy. I remember growing up, I used to make the pancakes and they'd be like super flat. That's hence the term flat as a pancake. But today we're gonna make some amazing fluffy pancakes and we're gonna add a little bit of twist at the end. So let's get started. First thing you're gonna do is you're going to, in a bowl with a sifter, you're going to get some flour. Recipe for this will be down in the description. So put your flour in your sifter. Then you're also going to add some salt, some sugar, and some baking powder. So you're just going to sift this, and I'm not going to use a hand because it's still hurt. I get my pins out this week, guys, so that's exciting. Alright, at this point you're going to want to put your pan on your burner just to get it hot. Just set it on low because we're going to want a hot pan when we do this. I've just got mine back there, but I'm going to bring it up here when we actually cook. So I'm going to put this aside because we're going to mix our wet ingredients now. So for our wet ingredients, you're going to use some buttermilk, some melted butter, vanilla, and just one egg. Now for the buttermilk and the egg, I like to have it at room temperature, but if you don't have it at room temperature, that's totally fine. It just tastes better and gets fluffier if it is at room temperature. So what you can do, at least for your buttermilk, is you can add it to the microwave and just warm it up just a tiny bit, and that'll bring it up to room temp. So we're just gonna mix this, and the dogs are going crazy in my neighbor's backyard right now. I don't know if you can hear them. Alright, this is all good and mixed. So we're just going to, it's very simple, we're going to add this to this. Now very quickly, before I do that, I'm going to want to mix this minimally. I don't want to over mix it because that's what makes flat pancakes. So if you just barely mix it until it's combined, then you will end up with nice big fluffy pancakes. Alright, and so if it's a little lumpy, that's totally fine. You just don't want to over mix it. So I'm going to set this aside for a few minutes and we're going to add in our last ingredient. So for our last ingredient, it's going to be super simple and it's a little odd, but I promise you these are going to be the best pancakes you ever had. So here I have a king-size Snickers bar. I'm just going to cut the Snickers bar chop it into pieces, and I'm going to add it to my batter because I'm telling you, these are going to be the best pancakes. Snickers pancakes, the caramel inside your Snickers bar softens up and gets so melty and so delicious in that pancake. The chocolate melts, it's so good. So let's get this chopped up. Now this ingredient is totally optional. If you just want plain fluffy pancakes, then just do that recipe. Otherwise, add this bar. I promise you, you will not regret it. All right, here we go. All right, so once your pan is hot, you're going to add just a dollop of butter to your pan. This is gonna make your pancakes nice and crispy on the outside. Also add some flavor. And you can never go wrong with butter, right? Spread that butter around just a little bit. And then you're going to just get a measuring cup, about a third cup, and you're going to just add in your batter. Now, as you can see, this batter is so much thicker than you're probably used to. And that is what's gonna make them nice and fluffy. If your batter is runny, you're gonna end up with nice flat pancakes. So if you don't have thick batter, go back to the drawing board, redo it. You probably added too much buttermilk into your mixture. I usually let this go for like 3 to 4 minutes. You'll start to see some bubbles on the top. Although this batter is thicker, so you won't see them as much. So just be careful. And also just like lift it up just slightly and see what it looks like. And it's looking delicious. I'm really excited about this. So let's give it a flip. Look at that. So I'm just gonna start doing a bunch of these and we'll get our pancakes going. Always just reshape it a little bit, make it a little bit rounder when you have it in your pan. Don't push them down. That's gonna get rid of your fluffiness, and you want them to be fluffy. Also, when you flip them, don't grab them and toss them like a lot of people like to be fancy and toss the pancake up. Don't do that, because that's gonna make your pancake go flat. Gently turn it over when it's ready. They always say when you're making pancakes that the first one's kind of ugly, but this one looks good. Not gonna lie, I'm excited about them. Oh, that chocolate's all getting all melty and that caramel's getting all melty. So excited. So you're gonna cook these about 4 minutes on one side, flip them over about 3 to 4 minutes on the other. You want both sides to be golden brown. You want it to be cooked thoroughly in the middle, and you don't want them to be cooked to death. So stick to that time and you'll be golden. Look at how beautiful. All right, I'm just gonna finish these pancakes and then we'll come back and we'll do a taste test. We're also I'm gonna show you how to make some whipped cream in my special whipped cream kind of syrup, and then we will come back to it. All right, so our pancakes are done and they're looking great, but before we dig into those pancakes, I'm gonna show you how to make the simplest whipped cream that I've ever made, and it is so delicious and it tastes so much better than if you're just gonna buy the canned whipped cream, but it takes like seconds. So what you're going to do is, here I have my whipped cream dispenser, which is like a godsend. If you don't have one of those, get one. I'll put a link of it, which one I have, down in the description, so you can check that out. And definitely try that because it's so good. All right, so you're gonna get some heavy cream, some powdered sugar, and a teaspoon of vanilla. Mix that up. All right, then you're just gonna pour it into your whipped cream dispenser. Now, I'm gonna put my lid on. All right, now watch this. It takes seconds. I have a CO2 cartridge in here. I just have my cartridge in here, and then just have my top, and I'm just gonna turn this. Now I wish you guys could feel this, but this is like cold, and it wasn't cold when I started. So it is super awesome. Some delicious, amazing whipped cream. So good. All right, so let's get our pancakes together and we'll put it all together. All right, so now we're just going to give it a taste. I'm gonna add some whipped cream. Look at that, delicious whipped cream. It took like seconds, guys. This is amazing. Get one of these if you don't have one already. So I'm just going to give it a try now. They look nice and fluffy. Here's a close-up shot of what they look like up close. Oh my gosh, guys, those are so fluffy. Now the syrup I have on here is my buttermilk syrup. So you can go over to my reel that I put out this last week of my buttermilk syrup if you want to make this, or you can just use some regular good old maple syrup. But I really like the buttermilk syrup, especially with these Snickers pancakes. So good. They're crispy on the outside, nice and flaky in the middle. They're not flat, as you can see. They're nice tall pancakes. You're gonna wanna eat these pancakes every day, so definitely go and make this recipe. Thank you for watching. If you haven't liked and subscribed to my channel already, do so now, because I have lots of videos, and it also supports me. I almost hit 400 subscribers, so help me out with getting more subscribers. Thank you so much, and I'll catch you next time. Mmm.